Question number 1. The relation between the fetal presenting part and the maternal pelvis is known as option A. Attitude, option B. Lie, option C. Position, option D. Station. The correct answer option C. Position. Question number 2. Relationship of fetal part to each other, example flexion or extension, is called option A. Attitude, option B. Lie, option C. Position, option D. Station. Correct answer option A. Attitude. Question number 3. Relationship between the long axis of the fetus and the long axis of the mother is called option A. Station, option B. Position, option C. Lie, option D. Presenting part. The correct answer option C. Lie. Question number 4. The level of the presenting part in relation to the ischial spines of the maternal pelvis is called option A. Lie, option B. Attitude, option C. Position, option D. Station. The correct answer option D. Station. Question number 5. Which vaccine can be frozen? Option A. BCG, option B. Polio, option C. MMR, option D. DPT or DT. The correct answer option C. MMR. MMR, that is measles, mumps and rubella vaccine, is a live attenuated freeze-dried vaccine. Before reconstitution, it can and should be kept frozen, that is minus 15 degrees Celsius or colder, to preserve its potency. After reconstitution, it must be used within 6 hours and must not be frozen. If polio refers to oral polio vaccine, that is OPV, it can be frozen. And if polio refers to inactivated polio vaccine, that is IPV, then it cannot be frozen. Come to BCG vaccine. The freeze-dried form of BCG, that is powder form, may be frozen for long-time storage, but the diluent and reconstituted vaccine must never be frozen. In case of DPT vaccine, it's an inactivated vaccine containing aluminum adjuvant which can be damaged by freezing. Question number 6. Which vaccine forms blisters and heal by itself and form permanent scar marker after administration? Options. Option A. BCG vaccine, option B. IPV vaccine, option C. DPT vaccine, option D. MMR vaccine. The correct answer option A. BCG vaccine. Question number 7. Urine output less than 400 ml per 24 hour is called option A. Anuria, option B. Polyuria, option C. Hematuria, option D. Oliguria. The correct answer option D. Oliguria. In adults, less than 400 to 500 ml of urine per 24 hour or less than 0.5 ml per kilogram per hour is called as oliguria. In case of children, it's less than 0.5 ml per kilo per hour, and in infants less than 1 ml per kilogram per hour. In general, normal urine output is 800 to 2000 ml per 24 hour. In oliguria, that means decreased urine output, the urine is less than 400 ml. Anuria, that is absence of urine or urine output is less than 100 ml per 24 hour. And in case of polyuria, that is excessive urine output, that means output greater than 2500 ml per 24 hour. Question number 8. Red color urine caused by which antitubercular drug? Options. Option A, INH. Option B, rifampicin. Option C, ethambutol. Option D, streptomycin. The correct answer, option B, rifampicin. Question number 9. Which antitubercular drug cause ototoxicity and nephrotoxicity? And the options: A, INH. B, streptomycin. C, ethambutol. D, rifampicin. The correct answer is option B, streptomycin. Question number 10. Which antitubercular drug cause optic neuritis and red-green color blindness? Options: A, streptomycin. B, ethambutol. C, rifampicin. D, kanamycin. And the correct answer is option B, ethambutol. Question number 11. Which antitubercular drug cause peripheral neuropathy? Options: Option A, INH. Option B, rifampicin. Option C, kanamycin. Option D, ethambutol. The correct answer is option A, INH. Question number 12. Visualization of bone in which stage of burns? Options: A, first stage. B, second stage. C, third stage. D, fourth stage. The correct answer, option D, fourth stage. Generally, burns is classified into 4 stages. First degree burn. Only epidermis is affected. In second degree burns, epidermis and partial dermis is affected. Third degree burns, epidermis and full dermis is affected. And in fourth degree burns, epidermis and muscles or bones are affected. Question number 13. How much additional kilocalories required for a pregnant lady? Options: A, 400 kilocalorie. B, 300 kilocalorie. C, 250 kilocalorie. D, 175 kilocalorie. And the correct answer, option B, 300 kilocalorie. In first trimester, no significant additional calories are typically needed. In second trimester, approximately 340 additional kilocalories per day is needed. In third trimester, approximately 450 additional kilocalories per day needed for a pregnant lady. In total, 1800 kilocalories in the first trimester, 2200 kilocalories in the second trimester, and 2400 kilocalories in the third trimester for an average sedentary woman needed. Question number 14. The most common type of female pelvis is? And the options: A, android pelvis. B, gynecoid pelvis. C, anthropoid pelvis. And the D, platypeloid pelvis. And the correct answer is option B, gynecoid pelvis. Question number 15. The pelvis most favorable for normal vaginal delivery is? Option A, gynecoid. Option B, android. Option C, anthropoid. Option D, platypeloid. And the correct answer is option A, gynecoid pelvis. Question number 16. The typical male pelvis type is? Option A, gynecoid. B, anthropoid. C, android. And option D, platypeloid. And the correct answer is option C, android pelvis. Question number 17. The heart-shaped pelvic inlet is characteristics of option A, gynecoid pelvis, option B, android pelvis, option C, anthropoid pelvis, option D, platypaloid pelvis. And the correct answer is option B, android pelvis. Question number 18. The oval-shaped pelvic inlet with the long anteroposterior diameter is seen in options A, android pelvis, B, anthropoid pelvis, C, platypaloid pelvis, and option D, gynecoid pelvis. The correct answer is option B, anthropoid pelvis. Question number 19. The flat pelvis with a wide transverse diameter and short anteroposterior diameter is option A, platypaloid pelvis, option B, android pelvis, option C, anthropoid pelvis, option D, gynecoid pelvis. And the correct answer, option A, platypaloid pelvis. Question number 20. The gynecoid pelvis has which of the following features? Option A, heart-shaped inlet, narrow subpubic angle. Option B, round inlet, wide subpubic angle. Option C, oval, that is anteroposterior long inlet, narrow subpubic angle. Option D, flat inlet, wide subpubic angle. And correct answer is option B, round inlet and wide subpubic angle. In general, 4 types of pelvis are there. Gynecoid pelvis, that is most common type and most favorable for childbirth. Second, android pelvis is a male type pelvis and is less favorable for vaginal delivery. And third is anthropoid pelvis, which favors occiput posterior position delivery. And last type is platypaloid, that is pelvis is least favorable for childbirth.